The Game Kitchen, I believe it. It's a tasty fucking game. It's a tasty game. Alright, let me get rid of Big Sister Remastered. We are now playing The Last Door. Season 2, Collector's Edition. Mwah! Look at that. Delicious. The first last door. The penultimate door. Alright, what do we got here? Options, English, full screen, effects, music. Closed captions. I don't think we... Dyslexia-friendly font enabled. There we go. Alright. Previously, on The Last Door. Jeremiah Devitt, alerted by the suicide and mysterious letter of his friend Anthony Beechworth, went in search for the memories of his past that he had lost. Devitt discovered that in school he had taken part in a strange experiment. Its goal was to peek through the veil, the thin line between common reality and the world of horror and madness that lies beyond, under the watch of the Eye of the Bird. During his search, he was inoculated with the drug they used back then. The serum made Devitt's mind travel for a few hours to a dream-like realm called the Veil. There he met his old classmate, Alexander Dupre, who urged Devitt to join his cause and cross with him to the realm of the bird. Right, King in Yellow shit was going on. When Devitt woke up from his trance, he found himself deeply convinced by his friend's words. He traveled to Dupre's house, where he discovered his friend had dosed himself with a new serum, leaving a catatonic body behind. This new drug was capable of transporting the mind permanently to the Veil and beyond. Finally, Devitt found a vial of the serum and had it injected. He met his friend again, and in the Veil... He met his friend again in the Veil, and together they walked through the last door, entering a world forbidden to human eyes. Devitt's therapist, Dr. John Wakefield, worried by his patient's disappearance and strange visions, had sought the help of his colleague, Professor Johann Kaufmann, an expert in the occult. I am too big on the screen. Excuse me 1 second. Nobody can see anything because I'm so big. Just need to shrink down a little bit and... There we go. Okay. Searching Anthony Beechworth's house, Wakefield and Kaufman found a disturbing returned letter in which Anthony had tried to warn Alexander Dupre of what could happen if the door was opened. He feared something from the other side might then come to ours. Make a clown. They are coming. The clowns are coming. None of us could prepare for this. Oh shit. The visions, screaming, were a mere warning. And now it is too late. Nope. They are coming. The Game Kitchen presents. Fuck, I love the opening! I forgot how fucking hard it slaps from the first game, but it's all coming back to me now, baby. It's all coming back! Yes! It's so cinematic. God, I literally feel like I'm watching, like, a murder mystery occult series. The last door. Last night, I had the nightmare again, but this time it was different. This time he talked to me. Were you hearing things about Relay? It was the same unknown street, void of any source of sound and life. I walked aimless as if I were lost. Then I could hear it, the broken tromping on the wet cobblestones, the familiar sound of approaching limping footsteps. There, as before, he stood in front of me, gazing unrelentlessly, like he was expecting something. This time he spoke. Give me back what he took. Nothing else. Give me back what he took. No, I have fallen asleep again. What time is it? Dawn already. It's time. It was several months since Kaufman and I had found the mysterious letter in Anthony Beechworth's house. A letter never sent with a cryptic warning of what would happen if a certain door were opened. It bore only the name and address of the addressee, Alexander Dupre. We felt sure Dupre was the key to finding my patient and friend, Jeremiah Devitt, who had disappeared in such strange circumstances. Troubled by the death of his friend Anthony, Devitt had visited the school of his childhood and had never been seen again. Kaufman soon conveyed to me his deep concerns and warned that I should conduct any investigations with the utmost discretion. He pursued his own research. Though his thoughts and methods remained a secret, in his last letter he requested that I visit East Hill Lunatic Asylum in London. There were reasons to believe that Alexander had been institutionalized there for many years. I was asked to confirm this hypothesis, and, if it proved correct, to gather whatever other information might arise. London. East Hill. Season 2, Episode 1, The Playwright. So this is East Hill Lunatic Asylum. I hope I can find information on Alexander Dupre here. Ladies and gentlemen, don't miss the latest news in town! Sea monsters found in St. Ives. News of the case of the dead ambassador. Good morning. I'd like to purchase a paper. Yes, sir. It's 6 pence. I'm afraid I don't have 6 pence. Can you make change for a shilling? I'm sorry I can't, sir, but you know where to find me when you have the coins. What can you tell me about this building? An urchin! Kill him! No! The asylum? Never been inside. I hope I never will. It's full of crazies, you know. Have you seen anything unusual around here? No, but maybe you bought a newspaper. Goodbye, boy. Goodbye, sir. Extra, extra, read all about it. Queen gives birth to horrible monster. East Hill Lunatic Asylum. Oh, shit, no, gotta go back. Oh, hello. Good morning. Ah, yes, lovely morning. Sunlight is quite a fascinating character. I beg your pardon? The light. It makes everything look different, you see. Light touches things, soaks into them, and changes their nature. It makes them shimmer, or makes them die. Do you live here in the hospital? I do, indeed. My family is a generous benefactor of East Hill. They had me committed, but I don't blame them. They are just incapable of appreciating my art, or any art, for that matter. They mistake it for insanity. What are you drawing? It's not just a drawing, my friend. I am trying to feel the light, to translate it to its power to the surface of the paper. Those animals don't like it, though. They don't want me to succeed, so they take them away. They take my drawings and they study them, and they laugh because my eyes can see the light and theirs are blind. But someday everyone will understand. Who are they, the ones who take your art away? Huh, those foolish caretakers. They hide behind a big mirror where they think themselves safe, and they look at me. They observe me. They even take notes. Do you know a man? My name is Dr. Wakefield. I am looking for a man who lived here some time ago. Would you happen to know one Alexander Dupre? The name does not ring a bell. I have not been here long, though. You should ask the other patients. They may be able to help you. Some have been here for many years. Or you could ask one of the others, the brutes who keep us here. What do you happen to know where your drawings are now? I suspect they are somewhere in the archive, since I've seen confiscated items taken there before. You seem different from the rest. Can I trust you? I've been trying to sneak in for days, but Miss Riswell keeps a tight guard on the door. I even stole the key from one of the guards. You're a doctor. Surely you could gain entry. If you could recover my drawings, I would be so grateful. Here, take the key with you. I must go. Have a nice day. A few cardboard sheets lie on the bench. Each shows a perfectly symmetrical design in black ink. A large door is made of strong metal. This must lead to a secure ward of the hospital. Inmate quarters. Good morning, madam. My name is Dr. Wakefield. I am a psychiatrist. Oh my, good morning! Forgive my manners. I get so excited when we have visitors. We don't get many these days, and certainly we are lacking experts like you. What do you mean, lack experts? Oh, every year we get less funding from the Crown. First the doctors started to leave, then it was the caretakers. Now very few remain. But we have a responsibility to our poor patients, do we not? We must care for them. They cannot be out living with the proper people. We must keep ourselves safe, and our patients too, of course. I'm looking for a man who used to be a patient here a few years ago. His name is Alexander Dupre. Did you perchance ever meet him? Alexander Dupre? Yes, there was one with such a foreign name. I remember something about him. A good man, if I recall correctly. An educated man. But there was something strange about him, wasn't there? I believe it scared some of the other patients. You never know with this lot. I'm sorry that I can't remember much. There have been so many people here. It is hard to keep track. Have you worked here for long? Yes, a long time. I can scarcely remember how many years. Time goes slowly in here, and the isolation. The rules don't allow us to leave. I don't know what is happening in the world anymore, but we have our duty, do we not? Who else will care for our patients? May I request access to the Institute's archives? There should be some information there about a man I'm looking for, Mr. Dupre. Oh, I'm sorry, Doctor, but the archives are private. We must not allow anyone to access them without the proper authority. Many of our patients come from good families, you see, and we take great care to respect their privacy. But do not look so crestfallen. You would not find much in any case. It is a long time since they have been organized. A bookshelf. These books are not volumes of psychiatry or medical science, but old serial novels for the patients to read. I'm sorry, sir, but the archives are off limits. This must be the recreational wing, where patients relax and pass the time. Perhaps here I can find someone who met Alexander Dupre while he was institutionalized. The stone bust keeps the patients silent company. A marble bust of Hygeia, Greek goddess of physical and mental health. A weary, worn-out military uniform lost in... A man wearing a worn-out military uniform lost in God knows what thoughts. The warm decoration of this room suggests a great deal of sensitivity to the patient's moral needs. Good morning, madam. My name is Wakefield. I'm looking for a former patient of this institute. The rumbling. She doesn't seem to have noticed me. I'm looking for a former patient of this hospital. You may have met him. An eyeless gaze. Have you been living? Madam, if I may persist, how long have you been living here for? The rumbling. I'm looking for a man that you may have met. His name is Alexander Dupre. What a strong reaction upon hearing Dupre's name. She must have at least met him. How can I get her to talk to me? Good morning. I am a psychiatrist, Dr. Wakefield. Quite an impressive institution you have here. Can I ask for your assistance? I am looking for a former patient of this institution. His name is Dupre. I'm sorry, sir, but I've never heard of that name before. Maybe one of your senior colleagues could know something about this former patient. Well, you could ask Miss Riswell in the entrance hall. She's been here for years, maybe too long. We know who we caretakers... I'm so... Blah, 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 I can't talk. You know, we caretakers live here with the patients, and we are not allowed to leave the asylum premises. This life can get to you if you don't take proper care. I try to keep as much distance as possible from the lunatics. This asylum is quite big, but I can't help notice that there are not many patients around. Well, apart from those in the isolation ward, it is true that there are not many patients at present, but there are even fewer of us caretakers now. We are only 3 for the whole hospital. For what I've been told, in the old times, where did that accent go? 1 second, my throat's hurting. For what I've been told, in the old times, the income was enough to provide for everything we needed: a complete staff, proper accommodation for the patients, and the best doctors. But golly, what powerful pixel sideburns! I know, right? But as the newer, bigger regional asylums were built, the Crown support was gradually withdrawn from East Hill. Soon everyone started leaving. And this is what remains. Okay, I don't know where his accent's going, but it's leaving me, guys. It is evaporating. Well, thank you in any case. I will leave you to work in peace. Excuse me, sir. I couldn't help but notice your uniform. Were you in the army? Leave me alone. I do not want to talk to a coward such as myself. You do not want to talk to a coward such as myself. Do I have to, like, aggravate the patients? I hope not. We came in through an unusually large mirror. A glass full of transparent liquid that may or may not be water. There is a coin resting at the bottom. Is it a sixpence? Looks like a therapy log. Edward Roan, 27, acute dementia. September 25th, 1891. Mr. Roan's condition has degenerated since the last session. He is restless, as if the morphine has no effect on him. For the last week he has been obsessive, troubled for reasons unknown. September 25th, 1891. The patient's dosage has been doubled to no effect. Dr. Wedall had been attacked and bitten in the face. 4 men were needed to subdue the patient, Mr. Roan. 3 markings were found on his body upon examination. Self-harm is a possible cause. Mr. Roan is getting better day by day, both physically and mentally. His habits have changed considerably. He has now shown interest in religion and spends his time murmuring prayers, albeit ones unknown to my colleagues and me. Of course it was on Halloween. Oh, this is just... Oh, no, I'm sorry. It was on the 3rd. It was on the 3rd. There's a thin piece of metal wire holding the window open. Oh, okay. Dark as the room is now, I can see through the false mirror. There is a man on the other side, heavily restrained, desperately trying to free himself. He has an expression of unbearable horror on his face. Coin? It looks like a very expensive mirror. I would rather not scratch it with the coin. I would. Do it. Coward. Pussy! Buy you a snack, friend. It is odd that It is odd that only this window is shuttered. The curtain casts a molted shadow over this corner of the room. Extra, read all about it. Possibly inhumane conditions in the factories. Could it be that urchins have rights? I would like a newspaper. 6 pence, is it? Here. Thank you, sir. Today's Illustrated London News. The first headline is about a grim case. Scotland Yard keeps its silence about the ambassador of Turkey found dead last Saturday under mysterious circumstances. Our sources suspect he may have been murdered. The second, Sea monster found in St. Ives. The remains of a serpent from the deep were found on the beach early yesterday morning. It is suspected they come from the Seaside Museum in Spain, destroyed a month ago by the sea waves during a terrifying storm. There is another drawing advertising an operetta called Love Brush Strokes. Excuse me. Gossip? About the asylum. All right. You know where there's always voices coming from the place at night, crying and singing, and the inhabitants cursing like damn souls. That's the usual. This night was different. It was all silent, I tell you. Not a single noise in the whole street. I looked at the madhouse and saw all the windows were black. No lights. Everybody's asleep in that place. Now that's strange. Then I heard it. It was a scream like no other I've ever heard. Not of a man or a woman, but of a devil out of hell. That is very curious indeed. Thank you for telling me. Sure. Goodbye, boy. Goodbye, sir. Extra, extra, read all about it. Mrs. Lovett's meat pies. Come and get one. Everyone cares about the murdered ambassador, but who murdered the serpent? It's locked shut. I can't open it. Not with that attitude, you can't. Well. Pussy. You have some curious drawings there beside you. Oh, you mean these. They are the only art that makes any sense here. The doctors use them to cajole some patients into revealing inner truths. I won't return them to the doctors until they've returned the art they've stolen from me. I must go. Have a nice day. I mean, who couldn't go for a meat pie? Newspaper, piece of meat, a key, a piece of metal. Why, thank you kindly. How thoughtful you are. Yep, don't mind me. I'm super thoughtful. I have no ulterior motive whatsoever. This is the hospital archive, where a record of each patient must be stored. If Mr. Dupre was really committed at East Hill, his files should be here somewhere. It's been a long time since the desk was last used. It's covered in discarded papers and pens and a noticeable layer of dust. The drawers are all locked. Not for long. Oh wait, key. Key? Oh, fine. The cabinets contain many documents detailing the treatment of patients ranging from 2 decades ago to last year. His file is right here. Alexander Dupre, room 108A. All the files are missing. It's as if they had been torn out. Only a little piece of paper remains with the address written on it. Paul Street 26. Could that be where Alexander Dupre lived before he was committed to the hospital? Paul Street. I should follow this new lead and see if it takes me somewhere useful. Well, hold on. I wanted to... No! I'm not going there yet. I want to stay in East Hill. Okay, cool. Let's see. All the dates on this cabinet are prior to 1870. I'm looking for a more recent file. A metal locker. Ooh. Yes, please. Some personal effects probably sent in by the patients' families but deemed unsafe by the caretakers. One of them is a stack of thick sheets of paper carelessly bound together, bearing the drawings and paintings of a troubled mind. Yoink! Can I look at them? Watercolor paintings and drawings of a different subject. A tree, a vase with flowers, something that could be portraits. but the colors are dispersed, shapes broken, decomposed, and mixed with a whirl of bright flecks. What is this, actually? A thin piece of nickel used to keep the window open. No one who mattered was harmed in the making of them. Here you go, sir. These are yours. Here, are these your drawings? Great wonder, they're back. Someday they will understand light and shape as I understand them. Thank you, friend. If you want, you can take these cardboard sheets. Thanks to you, I have no more need of them. Oh, they're Rorschach paintings. I see. A few folded cardboard sheets, each with a large symmetric patch of black ink in the middle. I've heard of this technique, but always thought it an eccentricity. Patients are supposed to see in them the deeper causes of their ailment. This is the first card. Oh, it's a butterfly. It's an ant or a beetle. The shapes look organic. Almost like insects. Exactly! That is either a skull or a beetle. I would say this is a face. I agree. That is a face. Two bears high-fiving. You got a beautiful mind. Can I interest you in a piece of metal? Miss Cohn is very upset. Please do not distress her further. How do I get her to talk to me? Well... There's a door over there. The window is closed abruptly. Let's keep it closed. The room stays dark. I can see clearly through the mirror. I wonder if I have to, like, leave and find stuff and then come back. Paul Street, fun. Who's ready to party in the alleyway? I'm looking for number 26. Number 26, this is the place. But the door is bricked up. I must find another way to get in. The ruins of an old chapel, apparently destroyed by a fire. A mess of wooden planks and the remains of benches and chairs. Oh, I hear praying. Ave Maria. An improvised altar covered in candles. With this candle, I can see my way in the dark. This must be the interior of the bricked-up building I saw on the street, Mr. Dupre's former residence. I cannot tell who is depicted in the portrait since it's been too badly damaged. It seems someone crushed it into the floor. The door is bricked up. A military medal. There is a relief here of Her Majesty the Queen and several pieces of metal engraved with the names of battles unknown to me. I'll take this with me. Maybe it will mean something to one of Alexander's fellow patients in the hospital. There's something among the ashes. It's a piece of paper. It looks like some kind of message, but there is only one half here. The paper has been carefully burned. There's a piece of paper on the table. The paper shows some seemingly random letters. It's as if half of it were missing. A man in a high-rank uniform. He's missing one arm. A few books remain on the shelf, mostly doubtful treatises in chemistry and alchemy. Among the titles are Trithemetheus de Lapide Philosophico, Geber's de Invention Veritatis. I'm so sorry, the French. The anonymous work of Turber Philosophorum and Ludwig's Prinz Mysteries of the Worm. I butchered all of those. A large metal safe. It looks like the safe is working fine. I should give it a try. Oh. Let me look at my clues. Okay, so that's 6, 5. Hmm. 6, 5. I don't think this has anything else to do with the code. Excuse me. We'll keep looking around. Oh wait, engravings on the metal. For distinguished conduct in the field, Victoria, Regina, et Imperatrix. There's also a number of metal pieces with the names of battles. Lang's Neck. Nope. Alright, I don't know, but I do know we have the medal at least, so we should probably go talk to the gentleman. The wooden cross remains. Oh, this is a person! There is someone on their knees praying, their face is covered by a hood. After all the reading we've done today, my throat is actually really hurting me, but I don't think I have the option to save. Yeah, I don't have the option to save. I think I have to go through to the end of the episode. Sir, you're not a coward. You've been rewarded. This medal. I had one just like this. Got it after the Battle of Lang's Neck and Majuba Hill in 1881. A decade ago now, for distinguished conduct in the field, it said. What a farce. So you were in the army, as I thought. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Dr. Wakefield, Sergeant William Conghill, Her Majesty's 6th Light Infantry. Are you another one of those alienists? Do you doctors not realize that cowardice cannot be cured by your arts? Why are they keeping you here? The doctors say I have suffered from a nervous disorder. I believe this is a term for when they themselves, with all their learning, do not know what to say. But I know the true name of my sickness. It is pure cowardice. I'm looking for a former patient from this hospital. You may have met him. His name is Alexandre Dupre. Yes, I did know a man by that name. We met briefly. He was here when I arrived. What do you know about him? Oh, he was a proper lad, educated. He listened closely to the stories of the other inmates, but he kept his own to himself. We talked a lot. He was very close to Miss Kun, too. I think they got here at the same time, but when he left, he did so alone. I wonder what has become of him since. Who is this Miss Kun? Oh, she is a patient here. The lady with the tempestuous character. You may have encountered her already. She has not been the same since Mr. Dupre left, you know. She always sits on the side alone and silent. I doubt you could talk to her at all. Even if you tried, she sees things, or at least she thinks she does. What did you talk about, you and Mr. Dupre? We talked about my time in South Africa. I don't like to talk about that, but he somehow made me want to. He was persuasive. He was very interested in one specific detail, almost obsessive about it. He wanted to know every little detail. Could you tell me that story? I'm trying to find a patient of mine who has gone missing, and this could be my only hope of finding him. Oh, I don't like to relive those memories. A missing patient, you say? Alright, maybe my story will be of some use then. It happened during the Battle of Majuba Hill. I'm sure you've heard of it. In March of 81. The attack of the Boer army had taken us by surprise, and our regiment was forced to split up. We quickly found ourselves alone, just a few men lost on the barren plain. But I don't want to bore you. No, sir, you certainly aren't. Please continue. As I said, we were few, and we were sure the enemy was lurking out there. In the cold air of dusk, a thick fog formed quickly, masking everything around us. We could barely see each other. Then the others started to disappear in the fog, which was getting thicker and thicker. I could still hear their footsteps for a while, then nothing. I called their names, but I missed the dialogue because I scrolled past it, apparently. I felt something in there not far. A murmur or a beating. Something alive. God damn it, come back! I couldn't help walking towards it. And all of a sudden my feet felt something in the mud. A body. They were all there, dead. Only Captain Skid was missing. Then the mist cleared out. What had happened? I never knew for certain. I didn't see anything, or if I did, my mind refuses to bear such memories. What happened to Captain Skid? When he finally regained consciousness, it was like someone else looked out at us through his eyes. I guess whatever happened affected him, changed him. I know he came back to London. Mr. Dupre asked me about his whereabouts. Maybe he tried to contact him to hear the rest of the story. He was quite preoccupied by it. Do you know where I can find Captain Skid? The last I heard from fellow veterans, he had lost himself to a frenzy of alcohol, opium, and bad company. This downward spiral led him, as many others, to a wretched nadir. A deep hole, deep in St. Giles' rookery, known as the Crimson Nest. Mayhap you will find him there, alive even, if you are lucky. Here, this is a picture of our regiment. You can see him there. Composer is killing it with the game. Actually, can I, if I can, the sound design for this game series is amazing and I love it. Alright, I have a feeling whatever I need to get to, like, make her talk to me is probably in the safe. How to do that, though? How to do that? Carlos Viola, the apparent composer. Ooh. So we know the numbers are 6 and 5, or perhaps it's 6, something else, and then 5. But I don't know what it would be. I'm gonna just take one last look. Nothing in there. A portrait. Someone who's crushed it to the floor. Nope. Okay. He's missing an arm. Books. Nope. Okay. I don't know. We'll have to come back to this. Either it's really obvious and I'm just being dumb, or we haven't found it yet. Actually, what did it say? Vidi Levidi. Was there any... Hold on, sorry. I'm just thinking of the books that were on the shelf. I'm wondering if the title, like, has anything to do with it, and maybe the, like, Roman numerals are in any of the titles. Invention, Veritas. No. Mysteries of the Worm. Nope, okay. Oh, well, no, not the metal. That was just more Latin. Oh, I'm a sleepy little cloud. And if I'm sleepy, I know that Soot is sleepy. Pat the clown, yay! I don't want to get some eep. If I get some eep, then I have to shut down the episode. And if I shut down the episode, I'm pretty sure it doesn't save. Actually, let me double check. The last door. Saving. Oh, the game saves every time. Okay. The game saves every time you enter into a new area. The game allows you to choose which 4 episodes to start with. This can be useful if you want to replay a chapter. Unfortunately, there is no manual save, but since individual episodes are not that long, it isn't much of a problem as it could be. There is a single autosave, and the game saves every time you enter into a new area. If you exit the game and restart it and want to load your save, you must use the continue option. Oh, blessed be. Just eep on stream? I'm not eeping on stream. Let's see if we could go just a little bit longer. Where am I? Oh, right. I'm in Giles. Hey, look! It's that creepy place that we've been visiting in our dreams. I'm sure this won't be bad at all. Oh, there it is. He doesn't look like anyone in the picture. I doubt it has ever been his. Give me back what he took. He said it in my nightmares. Oh, apparently we shall not pass until we find out whatever it is that was taken. Oh, it's gotta be in the safe. It's gotta be in the safe. Alright, can I phone a friend? Hmm. 6145? So how exactly would I find that? Do I have to like just manually guess it, or would it have been somewhere else? gonna feel real fucking stupid. No clue. You phoned me, I answered. It is empty. Wait, this is not a safe, but an entrance to a passage. It's completely dark. The only way to know where it leads is by crawling in. Well, the fact that it said listen carefully makes me wonder if I was supposed to, like, I have 2 of the numbers and I'm supposed to listen to the cues, but I didn't hear anything different. Oh, no, what's that? Mathematic formulae, written fast and carelessly. Some of these symbols I've never seen before. A list of numbers. It looks like some kind of calendar or timetable. Uh-oh, that's a body. Strange machines built out of wood, steel, and glass. I wonder what their function could be. There is someone sitting here wearing a horrible mask and a yellow robe. He's not moving. It is only the yellow robe. There is no body inside. What can be the meaning of this? Uh-oh. I'm gonna leave. You have a good day. Nope. Don't know what that was about. I'm out of here. Peace. Little dude praying all hard at you. I know, right? Let's see if he wants the mask. And if he doesn't want the mask, then we'll try it with the lady. And if she doesn't want the mask, then I'm gonna go to Eep. Because I'm very tired and my brain don't be working anymore. Hello, is this yours? He looks to the mask for a second, only to stare at me again. Give me back what he took, he said in my nightmare. The man. He looks like the man from my nightmares. He is blind in one eye. The empty socket glistens in the lamplight. He seems to want something from me. In my dream, the man said, give me back what he took. Well, fine. I guess the mask wasn't what you wanted. Looking for an eye, maybe? Maybe. Oh, shit! Okay. It is the eyes of... the face of the playwright! The face of the playwright! Molted shadow over this corner of the room. Oh, is this the isolation? Yep. The man is striking the glass strongly with his fist. His expression is of pure hate. I don't think he can see me, but I can feel that somehow he knows I am here. Get over there, you coward! Okay. Well, I'm just ruining all kinds of people's days, aren't I? Oh, shit, I'm in trouble. That poor woman. They must have taken her to the isolation ward. Moral of the story, don't ask questions. Why is the isolation ward fucking pitch black? Hello, my name is Wakefield. The butterfly is not what it seems. Excuse me, but what butterfly? There is more after the scarab. Just leave their doors open. This is fine. An old pendant on the dresser. It looks valuable. Yoink. Smart thinking, Soot. Is this the butterfly you were talking about? It displays its wonderful colors, fills your eyes with awe, but this is only a show. Behind the veil, its body crawls on the dirty ground, hides in the darkness, and transforms. Another of its lies. So, what would this be? Its dark body creaks and rustles with its blind movements. Slowly, step by step, it gets closer and closer and closer and closer. And what about this one? It will come. Whatever you do, it will cry out loud, looking at you from everywhere at the same time. And what about this one? Him. Him? His mask. My mate from the other room used to scream at night. Always told us he could feel something under his bed. A presence, an eyeless gaze. Oh, guess not. We're gonna get shanked in one of these. An expensive looking piece of furniture. There is nothing on it. An impressive painting of a lovely maiden. It is equipped with a fitting, magnificent frame. Look under the bed. Could this room be the patient's mate who is afraid of the presence under his bed? Uh-oh. A mirror covered in dust. I wonder what things this room has seen. There was something written on the wall. One of them came last night. I knew what it actually was because of the sign it carried, the sign of the eye. I killed it and hid it well. More come. They will not find their friend nor its eye. The door is bricked up. Why would they do such a thing? A window has been sealed too. Almost no light can reach this room. I doubt anyone has slept in this place in a long time. So once again, somebody had their eyes stolen. killed it and hit it well. Oh, wait, hold on. Nope. I thought maybe I was gonna tear that painting up. Nope. Okay. The store is closed for good with bricks, like they were pretending it never existed. They didn't even try to disguise it. A bunch of bricks, either the construction is recent or not yet finished, and they were in a hurry to seal this room. Free brick. The door is locked and shut. There is no way to open it. The playwright. It will come after us. The face of the playwright. A presence, eyeless gaze. Not much light manages to reach this room. I think we should more talk about the plants growing all around, but that's just me. Nope. No. No. I killed it and hit it well. They will not come for me, nor its eye. I wonder if it's the gentleman currently in the one observation room. Can I like throw something underneath the door? Nope, I can't. It is eyeless but not blind. Alright. I think when we get to the next screen, I'm gonna have to call it for tonight. I'm just very tired and my throat is starting to hurt. But I will be back tomorrow. I'll be starting early, actually. Do you have anything new to say? Light, it floods the world with shades. I will be back tomorrow. The mask is eyeless. Yeah, I know, but I can't really do anything with it. Is it referring to that? Probably. Tomorrow I'll be back with Guild Wars 2. In fact, I'll be starting very early tomorrow. That way, Soot can join me in playing. So look forward to that. Let's see here. Who are we gonna raid? Well, I don't really see anyone on at the moment, so I guess we'll just call it here. You all have an absolutely lovely night. Take care. Stay safe. I will see you all tomorrow. Bye-bye.